A block and a strap. We are going to do some back bends together. And I'm using a little one, a loop strap, but any strap or belt will do. And also I made sure that you can actually do the practice without it as well. Let's start in a table position, a few cat-cows. So straight to some spinal movement, cat-cow. I like sometimes taking my cat-cows a bit deeper or bigger if you want. So I go to a kneeling up dog, and then all the way back to a tucked toes child. Of course, you can do that with the toes pointed or not. You choose, whatever feels good. Just a few more times. You can stay with your cat-cow. You can take it bigger. Start maybe matching breath and movement. And let's meet in a table position. Left hand all the way up. Left shoulder under right. In a lift. Exhale. Twice more. In a lift. Exhale. One more. In a lift. Exhale. In a lift and open up to a kneeling side plank. Take your left knee into the chest, push it forward, bend, and push it back. Knee in, push forward, bend, and push back. Now bend the knee behind your back, catch the foot, and kick back. This is kneeling Chapasana position, sugar cane. Keep kicking the foot away from your body. One more breath. Free your left leg, place the toes down on the mat. Place the left hand down. Kick your right leg all the way back, really like a dog. Bend the open hip. Straight the legs, square the hips, right foot forward. Warrior one, lift up. Interlace fingers behind the back. Open up your chest. And fold forward all the way down. Keep a deep bend in your right knee and keep pushing left foot back behind you. At the bottom of the position, look back towards the left big toe and then try to bend the knee a bit deeper. Send the hands all the way back behind you and then back towards your head. One more breath. Come all the way up, full warrior one. Connect hands, look up. And step forward at the top of the mat, left foot meets right. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, all the way up. Catch your left wrist, side bend right. Inhale, push up. Exhale, go lower. Back to center, catch right, side bend left. Inhale, create a space. Exhale, go deeper. Back to center, connect hands, look up. And then fold forward all the way down. Inhale, halfway up, look forward, left foot back. Followed by your right, plank pose. Shift forward and lower all the way down to the mat. If you have a strap, bring the strap behind your back, like you're interlacing fingers behind the back, and just lift it up. And I just want you to use the strap, even those of you who don't need the strap to catch your hands, for a big pull. So try to pull the strap apart. Stay there for 4. So lots of action in your shoulders. 3, Lift the strap higher and pull it apart. 2, lift it higher, pull it apart, and release. So the strap to the side, push yourself to a kneeling position. Right hand all the way up. And tap right shoulder under left. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, tap. Inhale, lift. Exhale, tap. Inhale, open. Exhale. Inhale, lift, open to a side plank. Right knee into the chest, push it forward in front of you. Bend and push back. One more, knee into the chest, push it forward in front of you. Bend and push back. Catch your foot behind you and kick back, kneeling Shavasana. For 4. Open up your chest, your shoulder, your hip flexors. Big push through left hand and left shoulder. One more count. Release your right toes down, right hand down, left leg back, three-legged dog, bend the open hip. Straight the legs, square the hips, left foot forward, warrior 1. Interlace fingers behind the back, open up your chest, and fold forward all the way down. So lots of action in your feet, both feet. Flex your spine, so go towards rounded back, and then bend the knee a bit more. One more full breath, bringing the shoulder blades together. Come all the way up to a warrior 1. Connect hands, look up, and step forward to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway up, hands on your thighs, stay. Slight bend in the knees, get out of the arch of your lower back, but keep the chest open. And then send the elbows to the side. Active feet. Try to lift the heels up, bending the knees slightly like you are in a form of Utkatasana, and then release the heels back down. Come up to your toes, nice and slow, and release the heels back down. Let's do that twice more. Come up to your toes and down. One more, come up to your toes. Find balance, squeezing your thighs and down. Inhale, standing back, bend all the way up. Connect the hands all the way up. Look up between your thumbs. Exhale, fold forward all the way down. Inhale, halfway up, look forward, right foot back, stay for just a moment, followed by the left plank pose. Shift forward and lower all the way down to the mat. Catch the strap this time between your hands overhead. And of course, at any point when it's too much, just don't do that. Tuck the toes, press the heels all the way back. Connect to your core muscles, navel region, and flow the hands up. Stay there for 8, like you are trying to pull the strap apart or to tear it apart. 6, 5. Can you, without lifting your head, lift up the chest? Can you, without lifting the chest, lift up your arms? Just try. So try to figure out the two, where my spine is working, where my shoulders are working. One more count. And slowly release. Come to a table position and stand all the way up on your knees in a lift. Exhale, right elbow down, sink down and fall. So hips to heels. Inhale, open up. Exhale, left under eagle and sink. One more each side. Inhale, open, right under left. Exhale. One more, inhale, open, left under right, and exhale. Inhale, lift, Set the hands down, tuck the toes, down dog. 2 full breaths in your down dog, move in a way that serves you. Right leg up, three-legged dog, bend the open hip. Now I want you to close the hip joint, so right knee meets left, and then reopen and stack. Close, reopen and stack. Twice more, close, reopen and stack. One more, close, reopen and stack. Close, knee all the way into the chest, shift forward towards the plank, step forward between your hands, warrior one, lift up. Interlace fingers behind the back, open up your chest. Halfway down, look forward, shift forward, fly. Now bend your left knee and just tap the ceiling with your left big toe for 4, 3, 2, 1. Take your left knee all the way into the chest, all the way in. Free your hands. Left foot over your right knee. Have a seat, one-legged chair. Sit quite low, but keep the chest open. Don't overarch lower back. Maybe a bit lower. One more count. I like making sure that my left foot is quite active there. Inhale, standing back bend, open up. Exhale, fold forward all the way down. Inhale, halfway up, look forward, left foot back, stay low. Inhale, tap back, knee open, chest. Exhale, fold. One more, tap back, knee open, chest. Exhale, fold. Bend just the right knee, stay. Ground hands, plank pose. Shift forward and lower all the way down to the mat. Send the hands forward, pick up the feet. Send the feet down, pick up your hands. Set the hands down, pick up your feet. Set the feet down, pick up your hands. Twice more, hands down, feet up. Feet down, hands up. Hands down, feet up. Feet down, hands up. All the way back behind you, interlace fingers. Try not to bend the elbows. And release down. Come to a kneeling position. Step all the way up, hands behind the back, camel. Stay there for 4, ground feet. 3, active feet, active knees, so we are fully grounded. Open up the chest. No need to sink too low. Think about lifting your chest up towards the ceiling. One more count. Strong, strong backs. Back to center. Lift up the hands first and find neutral position. Hands down, down dog. One full breath. And I want you to recognize when your spine is more in a neutral position versus a slight back bend. Where are you back bending? Is it your lower back, mid back, chest? Left leg up, three-legged dog, bend the open hip. Close the hip joint and open. Close and open. Try to stay quite stable with your shoulders. Close and open. One more, close and open. Knee all the way into the chest out, shifting forward plank. Set the foot down, warrior one position. Hands all the way up first. Interlace fingers behind the back. Open up your chest. Make sure you're not sinking too much to your lower back there. Halfway down, look forward, shift forward, fly. Bend right knee, tap the ceiling for 4, 3, 2, 1. Take your right knee all the way into the chest. Free your hands all the way in. Right foot over the left knee. Have a seat, one-legged chair. Again, I'm trying to send the seat bones back, the chest forward without overarching my lower back. Maybe on the next count, you deepen the bend in your left knee just a little bit more. Try to keep the collarbone region quite open so we are not rounding forward. All the way up, no back bend this time. Kali Mudra overhead, let's side bend left. Inhale for space. Exhale, ground the feet, go a bit deeper. One more, inhale for space. Find your inner thighs, go a little bit deeper. Back to center, create space, side bend right. Inhale, lift out of your hips. Exhale, lift the arches of your feet, go a little bit deeper. Inhale, pushing the fingers away from your body. Exhale, reconnect to your navel and go deeper. Back to center, back bend. Come back to neutral. And fold forward all the way down. Inhale, halfway up, look forward, right foot back, stay low. Inhale, tap back, knee open, chest. Exhale, fold. Inhale, tap back, knee. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, stay. Place the hands down, plank pose. This time, just rotations. Ground your hands, both heels to your right side, hand stays down. In fact, if you can move a little bit more towards your left hand, see if you can come to your right fingers. Just for a second. Just for a second. Reground right palm. Recenter your body. And come back to plank nice and slow. Let's try the other side. Move towards both heels towards the left. I want you to start shifting towards your right hand and pick up left fingers. If it's possible, stay, breathe. I definitely feel my side core muscles working. Reset. Come back to plank. Lower down to your knees. Let's warm up the shoulders. Tap the chest all the way down. Ground hands. Come back up. Tap the chest all the way down. Connect to your ribs. Come back up. Tap the chest all the way down. Hover. And push. One more like that. Tap, hover, and push as one unit. Tuck toes. Down dog. Take your hands all the way back to your feet. Nice and slow. And catch the big toes. I like bending my knees a lot. Inhale, open up your chest. Exhale, fold. And maybe for today you play a little bit. Shifting from side to side. Shifting forward and back. I like trying to lift up my heels just a little bit. I'm demoing that. See how it feels. I try to keep the elbows connected to my shins and then I'm lifting the hips. And then reset the heels down. Inhale, halfway up. Hands on the hips, lift all the way up. Samastitihi, mountain pose. Let's try an eagle. So start with a very low chair position. Right leg up and over for an eagle. Now here's the surprise. I actually want you to take Gomukhasana arms. Left elbow up, right elbow down. So you definitely don't have to bind. I actually these days don't like binding as much. I'll bind today because I haven't done any shoulder openers for a long time. So it feels okay. But don't do anything too intense. One more full breath. Keep squeezing inner thighs towards the midline. Free your arms. Back to Utkatasana. It's a gentle one, just a little dip of the knees forward. Left leg up and over, eagle. Left elbow down, right elbow up. Bind or not. Two more full count. Utkatasana chair. And fold forward all the way down. Inhale, halfway up, look forward. You can separate your feet right here and walk all the way to a down dog. We'll start our second vinyasa from there. Let's see how it goes. Right leg up, three-legged dog, bend your open hip. Straight the legs, square the hips, tap your left elbow. So cross your body, a bit of a twist in action here. Right leg up, three-legged dog, bend your open hip. Straight the legs, square the hips, twist again. Right knee to left elbow. Push all the way back, three-legged dog, bend your open hip. Straight the legs, square the hips, right foot forward, just like before. Warrior one. Interlace fingers behind the back again. Open up your chest. Halfway down, look forward, shift forward, fly. This time I want you to bend the knee, try and tap the fingers behind the back and straight the leg. Twice more, bend, tap, straight. Bend, tap, straight. One more, bend, tap, straight. Left knee all the way into the chest, all the way in. Left foot over the right knee, have a seat, one-legged chair. Left hand down, right hand up, twist. If you prefer any other form of a twist, maybe the arm balance or placing left hand on a block, please do. 2 more counts, maybe bending the right knee just a tiny bit more. I like playing with bouncing a bit. Reset right hand wherever you have it, on the mat or on a block, but then refine balance, hands together at the center of your heart for just a moment. Our gentle Utkatasana position, this time interlace fingers overhead. Now I want you to send the elbows back behind you and then re-push. And when you push up, I want you to get out of the back bend a little bit. And now take it slightly into a back bend, elbows back behind you. You can even look up and then take it out of the back bend, navel to spine, push. Inhale, pull. Exhale, push. Use your core and inner thighs to push. Inhale, pull. Exhale, push. And fold forward all the way down. Inhale, halfway up, look forward, left foot back again. But this time, left hand down, right hand up. Bend your right knee just a little bit more and see if you can come up to this twisted vinyasa, Anjaneyasana position. Right hand behind you, left hand all the way up to the ceiling. And then left elbow over your right knee and twist. Twisted Anjaneyasana. Stay there for 4. 3. 2, maybe picking up the left hip just a little bit. Here our transition. Send your Kali Mudra all the way up to the ceiling. And then Anjaneyasana, left elbow, left knee bends, right hand down, left hand up. Stay there for 4. 3. 2. I'm pointing my right toes forward again, meeting back in Anjaneyasana. Ask your core to do this nice twist without using your hand. Down dog. Just a down dog, just a down dog. No vinyasas, yes, because I'm taking us to our bellies. Shift forward to a plank. And lower all the way down to the mat. Interlace fingers behind the back, open up your chest. You can stay here or start rolling towards your right shoulder. See if you can pick up your feet. Nice, for 4. 3. 2. Slowly come back to your belly, slowly come back to your belly. Lift first and then start shifting to the other side. Once you're there, see if you can lift up the feet or any other variation that feels good in your body. For your left shoulder, you choose. I like looking over my right shoulder for a little bit of neck work. 1 more breath. Come back to center slowly. Tuck toes, plank pose. Down dog. Reset, take a breath. Left leg up, three-legged dog, bend the open hip. Straight the legs, square the hips, tap your right elbow. So twist your body, tap your right. Inhale all the way up, three-legged dog, bend the open hip. Straight the legs, square the hips. tap. Push all the way up, three-legged dog, bend the open hip. Straight the legs, square the hips, left foot forward, warrior one. Interlace fingers behind the back. Open up your chest. Halfway down, look forward, shift forward, fly. Bend your right knee, see if you can tap your fingers and straight the leg. Bend, tap, straight. Bend, tap, straight. One more bend, tap, straight. Right knee all the way into the chest, nice and slow. Right foot over the left knee, have a seat, one-legged chair. Feel free to stay here or twist, your twist. Right hand down, left hand up, right hand on a block, left hand up, right elbow to right foot, or take your arm balance. Stay and breathe. I like sending my hand up. Makes me not sinking too low to my hips and joints in general. I always find a place where I can reach. Place the left hand down. Now try to connect the hands together at the center of your heart just for a moment. Utkatasana again. But then reverse namaskar behind the back. We are changing it a bit. Bend the knees, let them sink a bit forward and the toes. It's all safe. You can take the hip from side to side gently. And just enjoy pressing the hands towards your mid-back and a bit up. I'm demoing the action. Hope you can see that. One more breath. Free the hands, connect them overhead. Open up the chest slightly more. And fold forward all the way down. Inhale halfway up, look forward, right foot back. Right hand down, left hand up, twist. Now you are more than welcome to stay here. All good, right? You can stay here a little bit more or longer, catch your breath. Otherwise, start pushing through left heel to come back to the twisted variation, so you are halfway up. And then left hand behind you, right hand up. Keep sending the hand a little bit higher. Sink the hips tiny bit lower. Right elbow over the left knee and twist. I like coming a little bit more forward towards the left foot and then picking up my hips. For 4. 3. 2. Hands will reach up to Anjaneyasana all the way up. For Skandasana, shift towards your right foot, bend right knee, left hand down, right hand up, twist. So your version you can sink lower or not, just enjoying our inner thigh stretch. This beautiful twist, one more breath. Start pointing left toes back forward to the front of the mat. Find Anjaneyasana once more. Inhale all the way up. Plank pose. Plank pose. Lower your knees down. Hands in front of you. Anahata melting heart pose. If you, for any reason, prefer a form of a child pose instead, you are more than welcome to do so. Those who want, just an option. Place the chest up. Tuck the toes behind you, flow the knees up. Knees down, hands next to your chest. Push up to a table position. Cat positions from cat. Back to neutral, down dog. Down dog. Take your hands all the way back to your feet and place the hands under the feet for Padahastasana, Gorilla Pose. Inhale, open up your chest. You can take the hip from side to side, walk this position a bit, and then fold when ready. I like shifting towards the toes a bit without losing my heel. So the heel stays down, but I'm just shifting a tiny bit more forward. Inhale, halfway up, hands on the hips, lift all the way up. Samastitihi, mountain pose. This time I want us to twist. Utkatasana, we start in the same position. Right foot over the left knee, have a seat, one-legged chair. Now you choose left hand to right knee, off a knife edge of the foot, or big toe. Come up and twist. Right hand will come back behind you. Stay there for 4, 3, 2. Try to come right back to our one-legged chair position, just for some more hip movement and asking our core and stabilizers to work. Utkatasana, our gentle version of Utkatasana. Let's do the other side. Left foot over the right knee, one-legged chair, Ekapada, Utkatasana, right hand to left knee, knife edge of the foot, big toe. Today I chose the big toe. Any option is just great. Back to our chair version. Utkatasana. And 4. Inhale, halfway up, look forward, separate your feet and walk all the way forward to a plank pose. Shift forward and lower all the way down to the mat. I want you to try and place your forearms down and start coming up with me a few times. So I'm pushing to lift and elbows comes back to the mat. Push to lift and lower down twice more. Push to lift. Elbows come down, one more, push to lift. And elbows come down, round your elbows, come to a forearm plank. And then start walking all the way forward to a dolphin pose. Stay there for 4, 3, 2. Down dog. Press up. If you can, both elbows at the same time. Down dog. Our third vinyasa, and then we'll try our peak pose for today. Right leg up, three-legged dog, bend the open hip. This time it's a wild thing. Right foot behind you, open up your chest. Today we'll just stay here, no dynamic vinyasas. Stay there for 4, try and place your hand behind your head. Right elbow is reaching all the way back, almost like it's a Gomukhasana arms. The cow face position with the upper arm. One more breath. Come all the way back to a three-legged dog, nice and slow. Right foot forward, warrior 1. Now, I'm going to show you just once what I want you to try and do. We'll come to a version of warrior 3, and then from there I would ask you to catch the foot behind the back with both hands at the same time. Let's see how it goes. Let's try together. So warrior 3 position or airplane position, start bending the left knee. See if you can catch the back foot behind you. If the answer is no, you're just trying. Stay there for another breath. Keep pushing up. Left knee all the way into the chest. Nice and slow. Left foot over the right knee, have a seat, one-legged chair. You kind of know what's coming. So first, left hand down, right hand up. This time we'll stay here, not as long. Maybe you choose to bend the right knee a tiny bit more. Find more mobility in your hips, more mobility in your spine and shoulders. And then right hand down, maybe on a block. And open up. Half moon pose, half moon pose. Going to Chapasana. We did Chapasana at the beginning of class only on our knee. Bend the left knee behind you, catch the foot and kick back. Use a block, it's going to make it way easier. Beautiful walk, one more full breath. Slowly release the foot. And slowly come to a warrior two this time. Warrior two, just a warrior two. Let's enjoy some side bending. Inhale, reverse the warrior. Exhale, side angle pose. Maybe left hand overhead for today. One more, inhale, reverse the warrior. Exhale, side angle. Let's stay here and do just a half bind. Left hand behind your back. Catch the hip and open up your chest. After you do that, if your left hand is touching your right leg, most likely you can catch the left hand with your right hand. Just in front of you, you don't have even to go for the full bind. Nice walk, stay and breathe. Maybe deepen the bend in your right knee just a little bit. Come back to your warrior two. Skandasana on your left side, maybe this time a little bit deeper than before. Left hand down, right hand up. Maybe a bind behind you. Free your bind. I start coming up, turning my toes forward. Anjaneyasana, the way I transitioned there before. But this time, left hand down, left knee down. Catch the back foot behind the back. Stay there for 4. 3, 2, free your foot and step to a plank pose. Shift forward and lower all the way down to the mat. Bend the knees, catch the feet, and kick back. Now you feel free to stay here, or like we did when you interlaced fingers position, shift towards your right shoulder and then kick back behind you. Ardha variation, Ardha Dhanurasana. Come back to center, nice and slow. And let's start shifting towards the other side. Left shoulder, kick the feet back behind you. Very slowly come back to center. Free the feet. Ground your elbows. Tuck your toes, forearm plank. Stay here for just a moment. And then walk your toes all the way forward, dolphin pose. This time only for 4. 3, 2. Push up, down dog, down dog. 1 full breath there. Take your hands all the way back to your feet. Inhale halfway up. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up. Samastitihi, mountain pose. Shift towards left foot, right foot next to the left inner thigh. So Vrikshasana, tree position, but left hand will stay up. So we are side bending towards our right knee. For 4. 3. 2. Can we first get out of the side bend? So use side core muscles to find back neutral, to find neutral spine again, and then slowly release. Let's do the other side. So lots of spine awareness. Left foot next to the right inner thigh. Raise up your right hand and start side bending towards your left knee. Now I want you to try and come from a lateral stretch towards neutral. And then slowly release. Inhale, open. Maybe something a bit deeper. Exhale, neutral first, and then lower all the way down to the mat. Inhale, halfway up, look forward, walks to a down dog position. 2 full breaths there. We'll do the left side, and then we'll do our peak pose for today. 1 more count. Left leg up, three-legged dog, bend your open hip, wild thing, left foot back behind you, open up your chest. Now if you can, left hand behind the head, left elbow is pushing back behind you, like half cow pose or cow face pose, upper head. Keep pushing through right hand. Lift right shoulder, so strong arm. 1 more count. Very slowly release this position. Come to a three-legged dog. Left leg up, three-legged dog. Step forward, warrior 1. So just as a reminder, if you already forgot, we're going to try and clasp our hands behind our foot. If it's not accessible, we are just going in that direction. So let's start in a VRC, going to airplane, bending the right knee. More, then catch, then try and kick. We're here for 4. Feel free to bend the left knee a lot if you need. 3, 2. Take your right knee all the way into the chest, nice and slow. And up and over the left knee, have a seat, one-legged chair. Right hand down, left hand up. This time only 2 counts, but maybe we can find something deeper. Left hand down. Free your right leg back behind you. Half moon pose. When ready, transition to Chapasana. Bend your right knee behind the back and catch the foot. For 4. 3, keep kicking the foot back behind you. 2, open up your right shoulder as well. 1, free the foot first. Warrior 2 second. Let's enjoy some side stretches first. Inhale, reverse the warrior. Exhale, side angle, maybe right hand overhead. 1 more, inhale, reverse. Exhale, side angle, stay. Maybe right hand behind the back. Maybe it joins the left fingers. Your variation, you don't have to go to a full bind. Maybe you choose to bend the left knee a bit more. I'm coming out of this position. Maybe you use your hands for transitions. Skandasana, right knee bends. Feel free to stay here. Feel free to bind behind you or any other position that feels good to you. Free the bind if you have a bind. Transition left toes forward, and then I'm transitioning into a full Anjaneyasana, facing the front again. And then right hand down, right knee down. Catch the back foot behind you. Should feel good. Let's stay here for a few more breaths, and then we'll find our peak pose. Very slowly release the foot. Tuck back toes, plank pose. Shift forward and lower all the way down to the mat. Okay, let's try. Here comes the point when you might want to have a block, and you certainly don't have to have a block, it's just an option. If you do, try to place the block somewhere between your navel and the bottom ribs. Make sure you are not pressing on your ribs, but below them, okay? So wherever it feels comfortable for you. Sometimes I like taking it lower or higher. Now I want you to experience, and it's really going to be super short because I can't really guide you without seeing you, but I want you to try and practice belly breathing or breathing below the diaphragm, using the block as a force to push against. Okay, like closing the chain with our breath system a bit. So with every inhale, I'm pushing my belly against the block. And then with an exhale, I allow the block to dig into my core muscles a little bit. I might even shift from side to side. So just like 2 or 3 times, just that. Just experience that and get used to the pressure. When you start feeling comfortable, I want you to try and come to your hands and see how it feels. Maybe you bend the knees behind you and feel how it feels. Maybe it's too much compression, so you say with the legs straight. Maybe you can catch the ankles behind you. And I'm trying to practice basically the same pranayama technique here. I'm pressing my belly against the block with every inhale, and I will allow the belly or the block to dig into my belly with an exhale. One more full breath. Very slowly release down. Please take your time getting there. There is no rush at all. Now, I want to try one more thing here with you. If it's not too comfortable, I want you to try and repeat the hands down, this time catching one hand at a time. So that would be your modification. However, we did some Gomukhasana, arms and shoulder stretches. So let's try for maybe the overhead reach. If you have your belt, set it around your foot. I'll start with the left foot first, just so you can see better. And then I'm taking my left elbow overhead. And I'm trying to avoid bringing the left elbow forward. I'm trying to place the forearm or arm so next to my face. And lift. Stay there for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Just a little surprise, lower down a little bit, and I try to take the same over here head reach when you are on your right elbow on a side position. If you can lower the left knee just a little bit and then keep kicking back behind you. Exactly. 2 more full breath. Very slowly come back. You don't have to do all the rolls with me. You can decide to just free it before you come back and release down. Maybe for just a moment, place the block a little bit lower and place your hands on your forehead on your hands and just move the hip from side to side. I promise after we'll do the second side, I will do some counter poses with the block, with the strap. Come back to center. Let's try the other side. So the strap will go over your right foot. Left hand will push down, and the right hand will come behind, overhead, sorry. Take your time getting there. That's why there are 8 counts, so you can reset if needed. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now I start to position my left elbow down. I'm rotating toward my side. Stay there for just a few breaths. If it's too much of any of this is too much, you might want to try to use the modifications I gave, or do that just for a breath or two. You don't have to hold it as long. Just let your body experience it, and then slowly come back to center. Again, you can release the strap before you roll. Rolling is a bit harder, and slowly release. This one stuck over my foot a bit. Slowly release. I want you to push to a Vajrasana position. If you need to sit on a block, please sit on a block. So you just sit for a moment. The best way, in my opinion, to first come out of positions like that is just a gentle Virasana or Vajrasana sit. When we allow our breath to travel along our Shushumna, the spine, the middle body. I like placing my right hand on top of the left and connect the thumbs. And just find breath again along your spine. And I'm allowing my spine gently to find a neutral position again. I just did a big back bend. And I don't allow my shoulders to drop down. I actually pick them up just a little bit, like they are floating over my torso. Proud chest, but don't sink to your lower back. Keep this connection to your navel region and ribs. Now, you can get there however you want, but I want you to find Malasana. So right foot in front of you, followed by the left, you are in Malasana. You can definitely sit on a block in your Malasana, or you can release the block to the side. So I'm going to sit here for a few breaths in Malasana, maybe hands together at the center of your heart, supporting you. Just to reset my spine, my pelvis. And very slowly release. Set the hands behind you, and we're just going to do a few table positions and then walk to the top of the mat and release all that. So lift up the hips just a little bit, knees forward. You don't have to pick them very high. Here is quite enough, knee level. And tap it down. Inhale, extend and push. Exhale, come down. Now come only halfway down. Right foot forward, left hand up and step forward. Left foot forward, right hand up and step. So opposite hand and foot and step, just to find some balance here in this asymmetrical position. We'll finish up with a long symmetrical hold, I promise you that. Let's keep traveling forward. Maybe one more for me. And reset. I want us to finish with a block between the inner thighs. We'll play a little bit rolling along our spine. If you don't have a block, you don't have to use a block for this one. So I'm rolling all the way back and coming forward. Rolling back and coming forward. Roll back and come forward. One more roll back and come forward. Now place the block on your thighs, set them down. Lift up, try to roll back, and push and find balance. Find balance, find balance. Feet are not touching the mat. Roll back and find balance. Twice more, roll back and find balance. One more, roll back and find balance. Lower down a little bit more. Keep the block on your left leg. Right leg is extended. Press your right elbow against the block. Stay there for 4, 3, 2, and switch. Block against your right leg. Left elbow is pushing. Left leg is extended. For 4, 3, 2. Very slowly release. And take a happy baby pose, Ananda Balasana. Pressing the sacrum down. Knees and feet, feet are stacked over the knees, and knees in nicely positioned over our ribs. Now, I want you to stay for a while in a Virasana, in a legs up the wall pose position. But I want us to try first to do that with a block between our feet. I'll do a few rotations from side to side here with a block between the feet. Of course, if it's not for you, you don't take your option. But we're going to finalize our practice here in Viparita Karani, legs up the wall pose. Press the blocks against the feet a lot. So it's not just there hanging on my skin. I actually try to use some muscles. So I really press the arches of my feet against it, and I feel like my inner legs are toning up, my lower belly as well. Elbows to the side of the body, cactus your arms. And then I'm picking up my hips. It's not really going to pick up like an inch, just to re-engage everything right here. And then start sending your feet towards the right side. And then re-squeeze, maybe pick up the left hip an inch, and then set it a little bit lower. Push the block away from you, squeeze the block, go a little bit lower. Let's try one more. Keep the left shoulder down, pick up the hips, squeeze them in, the feet towards the block, and take it a little bit lower. Let's come back to center for 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's try the other side. So pick up the hips just a little bit. So instead of being here, more loose, I'm lifting. And then come towards your left. Press right shoulder down. Pick up right hip just an inch. Squeeze the block. Go a little bit deeper. Hopefully you can see something. It's very subtle. Pick up the hips. Squeeze. Go a little bit deeper. Keep right shoulder grounded. One more. Pick up the hips. Squeeze. Go a little bit lower. And let's come back to center for the count of 4, 3, 2, 1. Now here are your 2 options to finalize our practice. You can take the same block and place it under your hips. Viparita Karani, hands will be to your belly, and then you'll find peace there. Another option is to wrap our strap around our feet. This one is not as good because it's not as wide, and catch the strap with your hands. If you have a longer strap, your elbows will be positioned all the way down, and then I just allow myself to rest here. And I can apply a little bit of force to do 2 things. 1, to ground my sacrum down, and 2, to find some action in my feet. I want your feet to be a little bit like Tadasana feet, as if you are standing on the wall. So the bases of the big toes are pressing down towards the wall. So the bases of the big toes and the knife edges of the feet and the heels are kind of at the same line, if it's even possible, right? It's hard to measure, but I'm trying to do my best to place my feet this way. I want you to find at least 5 to 15 breaths. And the way to do that when you're at home is to count your own breath. I'll stay with you just for a few, just so you'll experience the counting, and then you can continue on your own. Exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. One more. Inhale 4, 3, 2. Allow yourself to hold the breath at the top. Exhale for 4, 3, 2. Allow yourself to hold the breath at the bottom. Keep going 5 to 15 breaths on your own. Namaste.